Yeah, dude. Jesus.
Yes, dude.
I hit my head on the microphone. I got hot coffee in my face. Jesus. All right, there we go. Good morning. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Hey, buddy.
Yes, man.
Yes, sir. All right, fella.
That's pretty much what Steve-O is now. No, he still
No,
does. He still does the
he's
stunts.
wild.
He's still wild.
He's still wild.
Yeah, you can't bring the O out of Steve-O, if that makes any sense. What?
I was just watching a clip when they were it was him and Pontius, right? Chris Pontius, I think anyway. They were talking about the match they did against the big
oh yeah, I did see that. I saw that little clip too.
You see that little clip? And it's so funny. So Steve-O's talking about it. And I mean, obviously he is a very athletic guy. Both of them, are. They didn't do crazy stunts. So they were doing this, having some fun in the ring, but it's just so funny. They were talking about he said that it was supposed to end after the wrestler did the big like power bomb off of the top rope or whatever, but Steve-O kept rolling around. So they had to keep
doing
I
didn't know I was supposed to stay still, man.
so because he kept moving, the wrestler had to keep throwing him around. And I just love
Steve-O took a beating, an absolute beating that match. And so there were people around the ring, I guess, that were like telling him, like, dude, stay down.
Stay down. And he's
stay down. That's why you continue to get. And he wouldn't. Like, it wasn't clicking or something. He was like, dude, I absolutely got my ass beat that match.
I love at the end of the clip. He's like, I wish they would have been more clear about the staying down thing. It's like,
yeah, right. Dude, he took like an elbow or something. He was on the ground and he took like an elbow to the face.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, that's when I knew.
Yeah.
Like that was when I knew like I had to stay down.
Like there was one point where the guy just like picked him up by the belt loop in the neck and just kind of threw him.
Tossed him. God. That's another thing about wrestling real quick, further on the old Steve-O thing and the wrestling bit. I watched a clip the other day and who was it? Dudley? Something Dudley. What was his name? But he was basically like the Squeaks of WWF back in the day when it was a thing. And they just tossed this dude around. I mean, he was just like the dude that went out to the ring to get launched. You know what I'm saying? And just, so they did a compilation clip of just all the shots this dude has taken over his career. And I don't know how this guy's walking around.
I don't know how most of them are. It's insane.
I get it. It's fake, but you can't fake jumping off a 19-foot cage and landing on your neck. I don't care how soft it is. Like,
or how
somebody
you learn to fall. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I've been to a few wrestling matches, and it is, man, it's fun. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I can definitely get in the mode.
Yeah, you think so?
I can.
Like,
I can't.
I thought you meant wrestling, but you can get into that
the wrestling mode.
Like,
yeah, I can turn the fakeness off in my head for a little bit. Yeah, get him. It's pretty cool, man.
I'm saying you and I should wrestle. We have that open invitation to that one wrestling league around here, the local one.
Dude, no way.
I don't think work would sign off on it though. That's the big problem. They wouldn't sign off. Now, if you and I just do it in our own free time, I think
that's not going to happen.
But if
no, I'm not scared. You know what I'm scared of? I when I get out of bed in the morning.
Oh, you won't. Here's the thing: you won't be able to get out of bed.
I know. I can hardly get out of bed now.
One power slam. That's it. Your spine is shattered. Your hips are just
but
gone.
The boards are loose, and it's got some give to it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't have any give to it? My back.
My body.
My body.
It's very rigid. Very rigid at this point. A lot of creaky parts. They call me Mr. Glass.
Can you body slam Glass? No, then you can't body slam me. Sorry.
Well, no. You can once, and then that's done. That's it. We've never seen so many broken bones at once. It's unbelievable. His entire body shattered.
You know what it shattered like? One of those long light bulbs. You know, the ones that just kind of explode when you touch it? That's what my body is made of.
We just have to use a shovel to get you up.
You know what they do when they're going to cremate me? They're just going to throw me on the concrete ground and
that's it. Sweep you up. Love it.
Glass.
They call me Mr. Glass. Anyway. But yeah, that's a fun little Steve-O thing. It made me crack up. Of course, we saw the same video because our algorithm is exactly the same.
Yeah,
exactly.
Out of the
same.
trillions of videos out there.
That's right. You and I, man. Anyway, well, hey, once again, welcome to the Plan B Morning Show. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on Twitch. Find us on the WIRX Facebook page. Find us on the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page for web exclusive content coming up later on in the day. Right now, though, we got to keep things moving. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Pump that septic and do it before it's too late, too. That's the other big thing. Like, they'll get there and they'll get you taken care of after the fact, but don't go by smell. How about that?
Yeah.
That's, I think, with Pump That Septic, don't go by smell before you call them, okay? Just do it now. Just do it now. I'm going to start it off with sad news, Hunter, and it sucks, but we got to do it.
No.
That's right, Bob Barker, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, is officially spinning that big wheel in the sky. He passed away this weekend at the age of 99. You know, I never want to make light of someone like Bob Barker passing away, but it is kind of perfect, him dying at 99, because the joke going around is that he got as close as he could to 100 without going over.
Right? Without going,
true Price is Right style.
True fashion. Bob Barker,
so
man.
He spent a decade in radio before being named the host of the game show Truth or Consequences in 56. He stayed on that show until 75. But in 1972, he also joined a revival of The Price is Right, and he hosted there until his retirement in 2007, being replaced by Drew Carey.
First off, one question. Please tell me they buried him with that long, skinny microphone.
They had to have. Or what if his coffin was just a long, skinny microphone, right? Just the coffin was like a long, skinny microphone. You know? That's what it would be.
Hey, you know another thing about Bob Barker? He could kick some ass. Wasn't he a black belt? He's a black belt, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think he took karate or, I mean, he was a badass, man.
Bob,
you saw what he did to Adam Sandler, for God's sake.
Oh, for sure. That's no joke. That was a real fight.
Yeah.
It really wasn't supposed to be in the movie. And then, just didn't break character. So Bob Barker, over the years, man, I'm going to tell you one thing. Watching The Price is Right now, still, it doesn't have Bob's not there. I grew up with Bob. It's not the same. Some people love Drew Carey. Some people don't like him. I'm indifferent.
Here's what it is. Drew's a little more smug. And I'm not sitting here knocking on Drew Carey. But, you know, Drew kind of has this smugness about him. Yeah. Bob was in my mind, was just like, he loved everybody. And, you know, I don't know.
What I loved about Bob? When he was getting frustrated and like he'd have to explain the game over and over again to the
now listen now.
Just come on, don't do that now. Like,
come over here. Come on.
Like there's times like he'll give the contestant another shot because they do something so stupid.
Right.
He's like, oh come on. Like, no, go back. Don't put it there now. Okay.
Now think about it now. That's
kind of had that old man just like
kind of like a grandpa. He was like everyone's grandpa.
Exactly.
You know? He does. I think for millennials, our age group, he's a pivotal part of our childhood because every time you stayed home sick, you watched Bob Barker. Watched The Price is Right, and you thought like, oh man, I'd love to spin that big wheel. God, I want to play Plinko. I want to play Plinko so bad.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he was there for all of us growing up in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, when we were homesick. Like we knew Bob was going to be there, man.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Bevy of Barker beauties were always there. And it's just, I'll be honest, I thought he passed already. I feel bad, but I know he hasn't been doing well. And I think the last thing I saw was him in that shtick that Sandler did.
Yeah, they redid the Happy Gilmore thing.
They redid that when he was in the hospital. Bob was in the hospital. And so I guess I just assumed, because it's been so quiet. But
now you're going to get it, Bobby. So the fun fact about that, the Happy Gilmore thing, because that's we kind of grew up with that. When Bob Barker was in that movie, when he showed up in that scene for the first time, you saw that. Oh Crying. I was crying laughing. So
Yeah.
originally it wasn't going to be Bob Barker. And Bob Barker agreed to it. He's like, as long as I win the fight. And then
really?
They're like, hey, taken care of. That was already in the script.
Yeah.
We're going to have you beat Happy up pretty good, man. So that's kind of a fun fact about Bob.
I love it. Yeah, I think he was able to not take himself too seriously. Not to mention what he did for the pet population.
Oh, yeah.
Think about how many people got their pets spayed and neutered because of Bob Barker. Yep. And that long, skinny microphone. Out of all the microphones he could have chose, he went with this like 2 foot long,
massive, skinny,
tiny, and it's just the tiny little. I mean,
does Drew still use that or no?
No, I think he's
got a regular one,
different one, or it's not quite as long and skinny. I think his is a little girthier than Bob's was, but That's great, a legend, man. It's one of those like, and here's the thing, it's sad, but 99 years, that's a good run.
He hosted The Price is Right, for crap's sake. Man had a great life.
Yeah, yep.
Probably nothing to complain about.
Man, we're gonna miss you, Bob.
Seriously,
spinning that big wheel. You know what happened is it was the yodeler, it was the mountain climber. He finally got to the top, but he overbid.
He overbid.
He would laugh. He would laugh at that. Come on now. That was actually always my favorite game, the mountain climber one.
I like that.
Oh, it's close. Don't bid too much because he's gonna go. Yep. Anyway, we're gonna miss you, Bobby. We're gonna miss you, man. All right, let's talk about something a little bit happier. And this is a day for us 90s kids. It's National Power Rangers Day. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Celebrating the bizarre and awesome 90s pop culture hit about teenagers with attitude that morphed into dinosaur-powered, butt-kicking superheroes.
Just a little bit after my time. Like, right as I was kind of in the transition from, like, cartoons, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers came out. So, like, during my time, I was like, some people made fun of the Power Rangers.
What you're saying is we were a little too old to be watching it.
Yes.
Right.
But you don't hear, so here's the thing, though. Is I kind of poked fun of it around my friends. I kind of liked it.
See, here's the thing is
I'd go home and watch it.
Because the original one started in 93. And God, I was so embarrassingly into karate. All right. I, as a young man, all right, anything that involved karate, Surf Ninjas, Three Ninjas, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. I wanted to be a ninja. All right. I wanted to take karate. So I was into the.
Oh, yeah. I carried nunchucks around, for crap's sake.
Yeah. No, those were your mom's tampons that you tied together. Those
You're right.
Real nunchucks.
Until I went to the fair and got my own pair. You're right.
Those foam ones. Why is that the move you just always did? All you just did was go. You just up and down. But so for me, I was into the Power Rangers. I loved it. I didn't care. But you're right, though. I think so. Like there was a point where it became too kiddish to watch the Power Rangers, I guess, which sucks because it's awesome. It was killer, man.
Like I said, I really did like it. I just didn't admit it around my friends because I think the grade I was in at that point, they were like, "Oh, you're too old. We're too old to like the Power Rangers."
Power Rangers are for babies. Are you kidding me? They turn into dinosaur robots and fight space aliens.
There was like a big thing for a while. What was it, like the White Ranger? Who was the White Ranger? Or was it the Green Ranger?
No, I think it was the White Ranger.
Was it the white one?
And then they finally revealed who it was. Like we didn't
I remember
know.
It being a big deal.
I don't know why this. I remember this episode like it was yesterday, and I think I've shared this before. But this is how ingrained the Power Rangers are in my mind. The Red Ranger. Like obviously at schools because they were teenagers, right? They were high schoolers, even though they didn't look like high schoolers at all. They looked like they had mortgages and families back home. But anyway, for some reason, like he was doing a bench press contest and like he just did some ridiculous amount of bench presses in a row, like 200 something bench presses in a row.
He's a Power Ranger, man. Of course he can do 200 in a row.
And now too, growing up, like I think I can fully admit, like I had a full-on crush on the Pink Ranger. She was a babe, man.
You're not wrong there. I think then I saw the movie. They came out with a movie in what, 95 or something?
Something like that. Because there's been so many. Now they have like Go Rangers and they've had so many. Yeah.
Power Rangers still a thing? The kids still?
Oh yeah. They right here the last Power Rangers Dino Fury on Netflix.
Kids still watching Power Rangers. Nice.
They're still getting it, man. Yeah, they got let's see. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Power Rangers Super Samurai. I mean, there's a ton. There's a ton.
Saturated here.
Yeah. See, now that's the thing. I can't get into it now. Like, you either give me the original Power Rangers or I don't want any Power Rangers. Wasn't there a knockoff one? Do you know what was the knockoff one? Wasn't there a different one?
Yeah, what was it? I can't remember, but I think you're right.
Knock.
Hey, real quick, before you get into that.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers fight. Who's winning?
Ooh. That's a good question. Probably the Power Rangers, right? Because Ninja Turtles are badass.
They got like the Megazord, the Zord.
Yeah,
thing,
because they get all, they play that flute, and then the big thing comes out.
The big thing comes, right?
Beetleborgs. That was the other. That was the knockoff. I don't think we've talked about that. Beetleborgs was a knockoff, and it had that weird blue guy that looked like Elvis and Jay Leno had a love child.
Oh, that was that thing's weird.
Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs.
That thing's creepy, man.
That was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
like the plastic hair or something.
Yeah, he had the big. It did. It looked like Elvis Presley and Jay Leno had a blue love child,
right? And
then they had the Beetleborgs and everything like that. But anyway, man, I feel like I'm back in the '90s. Bob Barker, seriously, Power Rangers. What do we got going?
Hey, go tip your toy chest over. Hey, did I send you a picture of that chest? The toy chest?
Yeah.
For sale, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of like yours?
It's pretty much spot on. Exactly what it was, man. God, so good. I had that thing just full. You had to jump on it to get all the toys in there, man. Anyway, well, for all you millennials, all you 90 kids out there, we lost a little bit of our childhood, but hey, we can celebrate today on National Power Rangers Day.
Rest in peace, Bob.
Look at those moves, man. I almost took your head right off.
Bob. Why did I say Bob? Sorry.
What? Well, Bob and Power. You got it. Anyway, you're so distraught and distracted by my awesome ninja moves that you can't even focus right now. That's your morning dump. We'll be back. Morning, Scott. Morning, Nikki. Morning, CJ. You ass. Spent the night at Hunter's over the summer. He had a pair of nunchucks on his doorknob. He's still playing with them.
She's not wrong. I swear to God, she's not wrong.
Probably in the bathroom mirror.
I still have them. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm pretty good at chucks.
No, you're not.
I could go get them right now, and I could show you.
Do it. Effing do it, because we've gone. You're good at pogo sticks. You can backflip. Right, you can nunchuck.
You know what, you son of a bitch. I'll be right back.
Boy, you're great at everything. Go get your nunchucks. Go get them. Go get them.
Go put some shorts on. Dude. Hang on.
I will stall into sports for this. This is going to be great. Good morning, Todd. Hunter is going to get his nunchucks, so everyone make sure you stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to watch Hunter do some nunchucking. He's going to hurt himself. I guarantee it. I guarantee that I'm taking a nunchuck right here. That's it. I'm going to do the show by myself. Well, good morning. 7:27, the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Hold on.
Hey.
So I got Hunter in. For anyone who is not on our stream, make sure you get us. We are streaming. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Long story short, get on the stream right now because, of course, off air, Hunter goes, "Oh, I'm actually pretty good at nunchucks. Just like he's good at backflips, just like he's good at pogo sticking, but he can't prove it. However, on our stream right now, Hunter does have his nunchucks.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay.
Ninja fetish.
Okay. Now you can't just wear them over your neck and have everyone think you're good at.
Well, I'm sweaty. I've been chucking.
Stand up right now.
Spot for him over the neck.
You stand up right now and you nunchuck because you said I'm actually pretty good at nunchucking. I want to see it. And everyone, get on the stream right now so you can watch Hunter nunchuck. Back up. I want to see.
I got a little ceiling here. Hang on. I can't hear you because I don't have headphones.
All right, you're good. Let's see.
See? It's pretty good. Oh, God. Okay, I got to be careful, dude.
Just smoke the microphone with a nunchuck. Now bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
See?
You gotta bow to your sensei.
Oh, yeah.
Bow to your sensei. Hunter, I'm gonna say it. That wasn't good. All right. That was not good nunchucking. All right.
It's a low ceiling. All right. I can't get.
You're gonna blame the. You can't get full motion.
I can touch it, man.
I can't get full range of motion. I can't get full range of motion. When I'm
yeah. God, I almost broke the.
You hit that pretty good. That was a good.
Nobody wants to get hit by a chuck. You hear that? It could have been your head. Could have been my head, honestly.
I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping for a little bit more, but that's what I expected. I expected when I got there. Are you gonna wear those the rest of the broadcast? Your nunchucks?
Well, that's what I put them.
You know what? Have you ever gone out in public with those on? I want that. I want that look. Because think about this. Someone walks into a bar, all right, and they got nunchucks on their neck, like just hanging out, right?
You're not gonna mess with them, are you?
You got one. You got
to
questions.
the noggin, you're done. You're dead.
You got questions. Like, why is that guy got nunchucks on? Why does he have nunchucks?
That's nice. You can hide them in your belt. You can put your shirt on. I have them on me at all times. You just don't know. Conceal. I don't want anybody to get nervous around me, you know.
Understandable. That's it's very nice of you, Hunter, to not make people nervous around a nunchuck master like yourself. That's right. Yes.
I'm telling you, people don't mess around. What?
Now, are those like legit nunchucks? I will nun your chuck. That what it is?
You know what I used to call them? Numchucks.
Numchucks.
Because you know why? Because it kept making my head numb.
That's actually that's what I was worried about. Is you knocking yourself unconscious, and then I got to do the show by myself. So
hey, you know what? No, these aren't the ones. Oh, the dragon rubbed off. They used to have a dragon.
From all the nunchucking. That's why.
Yeah, from me practicing.
You rubbed the dragon right off. You know, nunchucks are one of the few things that you actually want to have made in China on there. That's what it is right there. Because then you're like, oh, these are legit. If you get nunchucks made in America, you're like, these are garbage. These are garbage nunchucks.
These are cheap.
Yeah.
Right. China.
So your golden dragon that was on there. All right, before you hurt yourself, all right, Jesus.
You're just jealous because you don't have a pair of nunchucks, and I do.
I'm more of a bow staff kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm more of the.
You know what's funny? So after having these, I'm like, I kind of want some real ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. You can get like steel ones.
Bruce
had some sick steel ones.
Yeah. So those are just the foam ones. It's just the foam and plastic. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart for you. It'll still break a light fixture though. It absolutely will. Yeah. I've seen it.
You know, the nunchuck is actually made as a defensive weapon. Actually, really not good for combat.
Really? It's not.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do the thing where you can spin it and then catch it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it goes like something like that.
No. You got it. It spins real fast.
Dude, I'm not a Ninja Turtle, okay?
Yeah, I don't know. The way you came across, you were like, I'm pretty good at nunchucks. I'm pretty good.
Hey, I think I'm pretty good.
Eric said he was thinking that Hunter was going to nat himself.
Oh, man.
Wham! That's where mine always
You
went.
don't want to be nadding yourself.
Right in my penis every time. Just, I am a little jealous that I don't have nunchucks. What can I?
Looks pretty good on the stream, doesn't it?
I'm just gonna look.
Kind of like this look.
Karate weapons. Let me just see what I can get here. I can get a bow staff, practice one. Oh my God, you can get size for $23.
Really?
A set too.
Oh, what size? They're too short. I'd rather have a sword. You know?
Yeah, so I feel like size like a good backup weapon to have.
Yeah. You know what I always wanted to play with?
Huh.
You know, in Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley. It's a 3-part staff or whatever.
Right.
What are those called?
I can't remember, but you're right. It's got the middle piece and then chains and then 2 other pieces.
2 end staff pieces, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it could do some damage, you know?
I looked up karate weapons and maybe I can find it. Ooh, look at this one. I don't know what that is. That looks dangerous. All these look dangerous. All these look like I'm going to hurt myself no matter what I get.
You are.
Yeah. Butterfly knife. Ooh, throwing knives. There we go. That's what I need.
Throwing
pair of throwing knives. Yeah. Yep.
Could you imagine just walking down the street and look at your leg and there's a throwing star sticking out of it? Ah! What? Of course you don't see anybody.
No. Some guy in a tree. Just hucks a throwing star. Oh!
Ah!
Is that a throwing star in my leg? You throw it down on the ground. Where are you bastard?
He ninja vanished.
Right in the cheek. You get one right. You got me again. Stop throwing ninja stars at me.
Run.
Stop it. Anyway. All right. Well, that's enough of our amazing ninja skills. All right.
Do you have a belt? Are you like an orange belt or something?
No, the farthest I got. I've always told this story, and I'm mad at my brother because here's how my mom worked this. We'll end with this. We'll get to sports, but I did. I'm serious. I wanted to be a ninja, so mom signed us up for karate. However, she wasn't just going to take one of the kids to karate because the 2 boys. She had me and my brother, and so Logan, my brother, had to do it too. Logan wasn't into it like I was, so after I don't know, a month, he's like, I don't want to do it anymore, little whiny bastard. And so mom wasn't just going to take me in. She's like, no, I'm not just driving one of you all the way to Madison.
Blew it for you, so
I didn't get to do it. So the farthest I got, I was the white belt with like the 2 things of electrical tape wrapped around it. So I was so close to the.
Did you at least get to break any boards?
We didn't do any board breaks. I think that came later. What I did get to do, though, they had like this old x-ray paper that made a really cool sound. You know, that x-ray paper sound? Yeah, right. And that's what we would practice kicking. We do our high kicks. And I can still hear that sweet sound when my foot made a clean connection.
They had to lower it a little bit, didn't they?
At this point, I don't think I can get my leg up on this desk, let alone try to do a high kick. But anyway, I could have been a ninja master. So. Anyway, we got to keep things moving here, for God's sakes. It's time for sports.
Oh, yeah, sports.
Just your nunchucking is
that's what it was. Right. That's a sport, isn't it?
Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers, other great drinks. So you're always stocked up, like Good Boy vodka seltzers. Every pour helps a pup. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud, and remember to drink wiser.
Absolutely. All right, hey, the San Francisco 49ers traded quarterback Trey Lance, who was the 3rd overall pick just a few years ago, to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th-round pick in 2024. On one hand, no big deal, as Lance was 3rd on the depth chart in San Francisco. On the other hand, it was a spectacular fail from grace, considering the 49ers traded multiple number 1 picks to get Lance in that draft. Didn't work out. Now Lance is a Cowboy. We'll see if this dude can resurrect his career in Dallas. But, yeah, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now, huh?
Oh, yeah. They I don't know if they're cutting their losses and moving on or if there's some other workings. But for quarterback?
Yeah.
And the 49ers? What's that what's his face?
Who's throwing in San Francisco right now?
49ers quarterback. What's his face? He's good. He was like, wasn't he like the fourth stringer?
Oh, you're
Right?
talking about the dude.
Oh boy, what's his name?
Jake something.
Oh, Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy. Yeah, Purdy.
Yeah, Mr. Unknown or whatever they called him there. He
Yeah,
came in.
sweet.
Yeah.
So he's still there, right?
So they have Brock Purdy, Brandon Allen, and Sam Darnold on there as well.
Oh, Darnold's over there.
Yeah, he's over there, but he's obviously, I think, third on the.
Don't get hurt, Purdy. Don't get hurt. But you know what? You got Brock Purdy. Brock's great, right? Or was it a fluke?
Yeah,
Did like the new young guy that comes in? Is that rubbing off? And now he's just
yeah, Mr. Irrelevant coming in. No one expected anything, so when you got nothing to lose, you kind of play.
You play out of your mind a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, he's got it. I've seen it. I wouldn't be nervous. Brock Purdy's a good QB.
Dude, he's got a brother named Chubba.
Chubba, huh?
Like legit Chubba. Chubba Purdy. It's his younger brother, Chubba Purdy. He plays football for Nebraska.
Yeah.
Why would you name your kid Chubba? I don't like the Purdy family. You named your child Chubba?
Well, wasn't something going on with his dad?
His name's Preston Purdy.
What's his dad's name?
No. His born Preston Purdy. Okay, so Chubba's
his nickname.
His nickname. But I mean, that's what you going with? Okay, anyway. But what do you think what's his face? Old boy. Dak Prescott's thinking about all this, man.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Here's the thing. I don't feel bad for Prescott, and I never will.
Yeah, I know you don't like Dak Prescott.
I don't know why I don't like him, but it's just like I don't like him because he's overrated. He had one good year, and everybody's like, "This is the greatest thing that has ever been." No.
Yep.
Even then, when he had a great year, I was like, be careful, guys.
Yep.
Like when he's down, look at him. That's how you kind of know when a QB is at his worst. How is he? How does he act?
Mm-hmm.
What is his charisma, persona? Some QBs just fold, man, and can't get back from it. Dak's one of those.
And I think there's not saying that he hasn't played well. It's not like he can, because obviously he's doing enough to stay starting, but you're right. That rookie season came in, they were lighting everyone up, him and Ezekiel, and this is the future of football. And then they lost to the Packers in the playoffs when everyone thought it was their year. And it was that like it just took the wind out of their sail. They took a while to kind of come back.
Okay, here's what I got to say about Dak. This is my final answer. Phenomenal quarterback. Okay. Doesn't have the it factor. Doesn't have it. Whatever it is, whatever you label it as, he doesn't have it.
Okay, interesting.
Doesn't have it. Aaron Rodgers, he has it.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes has that it factor. You want the ball in that dude's hands, and when it's in his hands, you're like, the odds are good. The odds
I get what you're saying. I think that's a good way to. So when it comes down to it, game on the line, you can put it in people's hands that will do well. Dak is not one of those guys.
You will never see a diehard Cowboys fan in the fourth quarter, a minute 30 left. They need to score to win, and they go to the kitchen to get some dips and chip because they just know the Cowboys are going to win.
Right.
Said no Cowboy fan ever.
Yeah.
Anytime Dak has the ball at the very end, you're like, oh.
Could go either way. Could go either way. Yeah. I get what you're saying. And
I don't know. And another thing, I think the people made it worse for him too. They put him up. They made him too big.
On that pedestal, yeah.
Put him up on the pedestal. When you're up on the pedestal, it's like
the higher the pedestal, the farther the fall, man.
Dang. So, my opinion. I feel the same way about Zeke too.
Yeah.
Like he's got it, phenomenal, but he doesn't have like it.
He's not
just once in a while he can turn it on, and it's like, damn.
I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
More pro football. If you want to keep going, it's 42. Should we leave?
It's
really not that. It's not that important.
Yeah, why don't we just? I think this is a good big trade happened,
Yeah.
and as the week progresses, we'll have more because this is a week one NFL, man, week one. So people get their fantasy teams put together, people are ready to go, and this is when it starts to matter.
I backed out of the fantasy.
Yeah, me too.
I was in this big text forum. I kept getting the text, because they're all excited going back and forth. I love do it. Fantasy's great.
Yeah,
it's just not for me. It really isn't. I'm basically donating $100 to this cause every year. And this year, I'm like, I'm not doing it, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love the friends. I love everything around. Please keep inviting me to the things, but I just can't donate another $100 this year. Like, I suck. Okay.
Here's your $100. Anyway.
All right.
Well, I'm excited to talk more football. Week one is here. And I'm sure we're going to see more craziness as the season progresses.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. More to come. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Morning, Rick.
Thursday this morning. Damn.
All right, let's see here. Topic Hunter, what's something that's from school that sticks with you to this day?
Nice.
We got about a minute and a half here. Okay, 30 seconds. Shit, it's right. Coho messaged me. Pro starts next week, so we got one more week. Damn it.
Why?
It's Labor Day weekend. That's probably why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Long weekend. Good. I'm going to need it. Nice.
All right, here we go. Well, before we get to our topic real quick, I got to correct myself. Coho sent us a message.
Moron?
I know, moron. We got Labor Day weekend this week. And so Pro is next weekend. So not this coming weekend.
Which
so we
sucks.
still got 2 more weeks.
We just skip that.
I know.
Can we just go? Just start playing.
Man, why can't they play on Labor Day weekend? Who cares? That sounds great.
Aren't you warmed up?
Yeah.
God.
Aren't you ready to go?
9 preseason games.
Get her going. Anyway, all right. So correct there, but that's all right. We got. It'll be here before we know it. It'll be here, but we'll have college football to talk about. Anyway, I digress, folks. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Don't forget, join us on our stream. We're going to be hanging out for the next 15 minutes or so. Find us on Twitch, Facebook, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. You can get in on the conversation there. Have a little fun with us before we wrap things up. Right now, we got to get to your topic of the day, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit aware equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44 sporting goods for all 4 seasons. Your topic for today, and this has to do with kids going back to school.
To school.
Back to school.
To prove to Dada I'm not a fool.
I got my lunch packed up, my boots tied tight. I hope I don't get in a fight. Oh, back to school. What's something from school that sticks with you to this day?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, sure. Go
All right, before I go all Al Bundy on you. There was a time
Scored 4 touchdowns.
I told this story once before on the radio station, I believe, but it was basketball season, and it was the week. It was the week up into this game. My buddy and I don't know what we had in our lunch that week or something, but we were jumping. My buddy Nick and I, we were dunking in practice, pretty good. And he could dunk flat. I mean, the dude could just stand on the rim and dunk it. This was a point in my time where I'm like, damn, I'm getting up there and I'm throwing it down. I'm throwing it down good this week in practice. I'm like, let's do this in a game. It's all I want is one breakaway in a game with all the people there.
Watch the crowd.
Could you just imagine the feeling, you know?
You're definitely getting laid. Dude, that night.
People know this week. The coach doesn't know. That people start talking. They're like, dude, Hunter's dunking. Like this is gonna happen this Friday. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, I get a steal. Breakaway. And dude, I'm telling you, slow, like in the movies, you know how it takes like 45 minutes for that dunk to happen?
Right.
Like that's real. That's real.
When you're in the moment, it's the different screen grabs. You go over here, you're over here. Yeah.
Steal the ball, and I'm dribbling.
All you can hear, the crowd's quiet. All you hear is the squeak of the sneakers and the ball on the the court.
Starting to get the smile. I'm like looking over at the girlfriend, like, this is it. This is it.
Here it comes.
Dude, I'm telling you, I get to the spot where I jump off of 1 foot when I dunk, right?
Yeah.
And so I get the sweeping motion going, and I swear I trip on somebody. There was nobody around. When I looked at the film, there was nobody in sight. Dude, I tripped over my own foot. And I'm telling you, it wasn't just like a fall and roll. It was a scorpion. Like I landed on my face, and my feet went over my head. And it made the noise. Dude, you could hear a pin drop for a brief moment in the gym before everybody just went, and people were crying, laughing, Brock. Parents, grandparents, the other team was rolling around on the refs. The refs had blowing the whistle, trying to get people off the court. Dude, you know how big I felt.
Love it.
Embarrassed.
I feel bad. I've heard this story before, and I don't want to make fun of you, but I wish there are a few things in life that I wish I could have seen. All right.
So embarrassing, and so everybody was dying so much that somebody soiled their pants and had to run off.
Really?
I'm swearing.
They're laughing so hard
that it almost took the attention away from what I did.
So thank God that person literally soiled their pants, because that took a little bit of the shame and spotlight from you. Question, Hunter. When you, in slow motion, of course, felt your foot catch, is this what you heard?
Oh, God. 100%.
Oh.
And
he's still sliding.
You know what? Somebody had a good point after the game, and I think they were trying to make me feel better. Yeah. But they were like, hey, if you think about it, I think you got a bigger reaction out of falling than if you would have actually.
I don't know if that made me feel better. I don't know if that.
It didn't make me feel better. It really did, because I really wanted to dunk it, but I was like, I guess,
I mean, people. They're either going to remember the dunk, or they're going to remember you sliding on your face across the basketball court. Yeah. God, I love it. So that sticks out. That's very nice.
On a more serious note, more L Buddy, real quick. There was a time, Friday night football, obviously. A lot of people are going to probably comment on that and talk about that. Mm-hmm. You think I'm talking about education or something, you'd bring from school that actually you used in life.
Yeah, right. No. It's all the non-education stuff.
So Friday night football, one specific game, I believe it might have been the first game. And we had jerseys. We had our jerseys. We were nice jerseys, They're from last year, maybe a couple of years before, or whatnot. But you go out for warm-ups. You do your cals. You get all warmed up. Go back into the locker room. Do your talk. You get together. Your team meeting. Blah blah blah. Go back out and play football.
Yep.
So we come back into the locker room before or after doing our cals and whatnot. And one of the dudes, the booster guys, comes in with this brown box. Massive brown box. I'm like, what's that? And he busts it open and he grabs the top jersey and throws it to one of the guys. And he's like, new jerseys, baby. And dude, the whole locker room. Everybody just went nuts. Boys putting their jerseys on. They had that new smell to them. Dude, I swear it was one of the coolest moments that, like, you know, in
like
Mighty Ducks, you know, in Mighty Ducks,
yes.
when they hand them the uniforms, and they're like, yeah, Ducks, here we go.
It's like dodgeball. It's like in dodgeball too, when they get the
exactly.
right there.
Something about new uniforms and the surprise of them that just gets you jacked. Dude, we smoked that team that night.
All right, Al Bundy, can we let someone else talk about their high school days?
Damn it.
I'm just going
Can you tell how excited I get?
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. It's great.
Reliving that moment. Damn it.
You weren't even that excited getting married.
Just because you play for the Mud Dogs.
Yeah, they did New Jerseys after we left. They weren't going to waste New Jerseys on us. No, I think you brought up some sports was such a huge part. And there's a lot of stuff that sticks out. I was trying to think a little more outside of the box with that because, I mean, I still – God, you remember how the lights looked on the field. You remember all that. That just stands out so much. There's a couple little things that stick with me to this day. The taste of chocolate flavored or chocolate milk wetted cardboard. I can still taste on my like I know that taste.
Exactly what you're talking about.
You open up that
soggy spout.
That soggy spout on the cardboard. Of course, you already opened it wrong the first time, so you got to go to the other side and undo that. But that sticks out. I don't know why. I can still taste it, and I think there's something better about chocolate milk from a carton, like a cardboard carton. I think it's. I don't know. It's good. It's good.
It's something better about it being on that tray that
tray
fits perfectly into, and that, like I said, the promo, the square pizza.
That pizza that fits perfectly into that tray.
Like, did you cook this in the tray? Like how does everything?
I mean, there's not a gap anyway. It fits in there perfectly.
I'm pretty sure they make the school lunches around the tray. You know?
Yeah, right. Like, what can we put in these shapes right here? All right, let's see. We got cornbread. That's the square. We can put that in the little square in the corner.
Perfect.
All right. Yep. Milk's going here. This one's kind of a round. Why don't we put a stack of corn? Just
there we go. Yeah, fill that one up with corn.
Yeah, with vegetables.
Tuesday we'll do green beans. Just keep going back and forth.
It's in there. Just go by shapes of the tray. That's it. What can we cook in shapes? Another thing that sticks with me to this day, and probably because I won, we did this thing in elementary school where we had to take an egg and throw it out of like the fourth story, and we all had to devise a way to make it land safely.
Oh, everybody did that thing. Yeah.
But mine didn't crack. I was the only one that won. So
really?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
My egg just. I just made a badass parachute. I did the equations right. Actually, I think everyone else just did like, we're kids. I think I just lucked out. You know what? It's all that time spending throwing that little army guy with the parachute.
Yeah, there you go. Out the second story window of your mom's house. Right.
Yeah. But we had this, our elementary school was like 4 or 5 stories high. So we all got up on top and we're out, which again, now when I think about it, they let children hang out of a window to throw. Like, you couldn't do that nowadays. Right. Like, here we are, elementary, like
hang out the window.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson hangs blanket out the window and everybody gets all upset.
Loses their mind. Here we are, a bunch of us like, all right, I'm going to throw my egg.
All right.
Get inside. No one was holding on to us, man. So that sticks out.
I won too, but I hard-boiled mine. And nobody
you cheating son of a bitch. We got whites and eggs. Let's go to Facebook here. We got some answers. What is something from school that sticks with you to this day? Oh, wait, one more too. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. That's the days of the week in Spanish. I don't need that. Obviously, I don't speak any other Spanish, but I can remember the days of the week from a song. I like Mike's answer. Mike said, I lived a block away from it, and after 16 years old, when I got my license, I drove to school every day, even though he was a block away. That's such a high schooler thing to do, man. That's such a high schooler thing to do.
We had a buddy who, like, God, I don't know, did he fail twice or something? He was like driving in middle school for sure.
Yeah, 8th grade. Yeah.
Right. Like, hey, can you come pick us up? Drive us to 6th grade.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, he like died in 6th grade because we were all in elementary schools and then middle school, the 3 elementaries combined to go to middle school, So there's 6th grade, you'd meet a lot of new people from different schools.
Yeah.
And one of my best friends now, dude, he had a mustache in 6th grade. I swear. And I remember going into like the first hour and like shaking his hand and be like, "Hey, what's your name?" Like thinking it was my teacher.
Oh,
And then he sat down, like as we all like the
Oh.
teacher came in and he sat down, and I'm like, "Wait, you're what?
that's a thick mustache, man.
You're a scary dude." And then my second thought was, "Wait, you're gonna be on my football team?"
All right, I like this. Yeah,
here we go.
Parents pumping him full of testosterone before his
Pumping.
balls even drop. Unbelievable, man. Get it. Let's see. I like Ryan's answer. Something from school that sticks with him to this day. He said a heart-shaped thong I saw at a basketball game. Boy, when you're a young man, those things stick with you, man.
Yeah.
Those things stick with you.
Those moments.
God.
Yeah,
The-
man.
The first time you kissed a chick, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy.
There's a lot of things
Weird.
that happen through school that you just kind of forget about, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
your first kiss.
Well, and you remember things. Sometimes you make it bigger than what it was, but I don't know. It is wild.
Or how about like not that maybe this didn't happen during school, but sneaking out.
Oh
Going,
yeah,
meeting up with all your friends somewhere, and it was always kind of sketchy.
we'd always have someone you had to sacrifice one person who would get busted by the vice principal who was in the parking lot during lunchtime. So because juniors and seniors could leave, freshmen, sophomores couldn't leave, even if you were with the junior or senior. So you always had to sacrifice one buddy who would end up getting busted. Like, all right, go. He's occupied. Everyone just go peeling out and get out of there. But leaving for lunch and everything. I remember that. That sticks out for sure.
We're like really good friends. My parents are great friends with he was the ex-principal. And so now we'll like see him. He'll come over and we're having drinks and whatnot, just chilling. And I'd be like, how many people do you catch smoking out in the parking lot every day?
Yeah.
He's like, honey, you had no idea. He's like, it was like a routine. I did one lap and 3 people were coming back with me almost every single day.
I remember. So after I got my license and then, we go out for lunch and there was this one route that was like the perfect length for the length of lunch. And so we'd go and cruise this and I would just go have cigarettes at lunch. We would just go out, like run over to McDonald's. And it was like this perfect, you'd leave the parking. I could drive it with my eyes closed right now. All right. You just go out and that's where I'd go smoke my cigarettes and then I'd come back to school.
Yeah. And the cigarettes matched your Charger you were riding in.
Damn right. Yeah. What are they going to do? Get out of here, Teach.
And then you forgot you rolled them up in your sleeve and you go to 5th hour.
Yeah, I had my Marlboro ultralights, right? Jesus. But yeah, we'd go on the smoke loop, man. Buddies would hop in, we'd go around. Let's see, we got some more answers. Andy, the dead guy said pizza burgers for lunch at Fairplain Junior High. It's hard to find.
He was going to say dissecting a frog.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually really enjoyed it. Jesus, Andy. Pizza burgers. If anybody knows where I can get a pizza burger, please email me, call me.
Pizza burger.
Pizza burger. It's nothing fancy. A&W used to have them all the time. A lot of places did. It's mozzarella. It's just all it is. At least what I remember was it's mozzarella stuffed into the burger patties and then just pizza sauce on top.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Oh man, it's so good.
I don't like that. I like my burgers and my pizza separate.
If anybody knows where I can get because Kiki's never had one, and I keep telling her about it. I grew up eating pizza burgers, A&W anyway. But yeah, pizza burgers are good.
What's better? A pizza burger or a burger pizza?
Pizza burger, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because burger pizza, that's just like, what are you doing? Putting sausage and ketchup on there?
Yeah.
Nah, that's gross. Like sausage balls, like meat, the ground
up
meat.
Just pizza between the two hamburger patties.
No. This is what it is. It's a patty, right? And it's mozzarella stuffed inside the patty, right? So you got this delicious, melty, gooey mozzarella cheese, and then you put pizza sauce on it, and you eat it.
No buns?
No, with the buns. With the buns, yeah.
All right, the bun's throwing me off. I don't like bun on my pizza. Sorry.
But it's not pizza, though. That's you're getting off. You're upsetting me, all right? It's a pizza burger, and it's delicious, okay? I'm going to make you one somehow. Don't ruin it.
I like it, all right?
Let's see. Corey had a good one. Just Dare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dare program. Do they still do that?
Stick with you. You're smoking every day. You're smoking right now.
Yeah, you got it. Dirty smokers. I don't know if Dare did as much as maybe it did. I don't want to dog a system
You
where
know what stuck with me, honestly?
Huh.
You don't know this. Apparently, they didn't do it in your school, but that pill that they burned that smelled like pot. So you knew what pot smelled like.
Yeah.
They would burn this pill in the class, but dude, they didn't know that it would like literally skunk out the school for like the rest of the day. Everybody's like, "Damn, dude!" Like, nobody could focus. We know what it smells like.
We got it. We got it, Cheech. Okay. Yeah. No, we didn't do that, but you know what we did do? And this is, you want to talk about another thing that sticks with me, is I remember elementary school dare class. I believe this was 5th grade, because then we did 6th, 7th, 8th in middle school. So this was 5th grade. And our health teacher, who God was a dirty hippie. He had a long ponytail and just a dirty old hippie. Anyway, he was a nice guy. He's just kind of weird. He had this little contraption, and it was the torso of a man. It was only like this big, right? It was a torso of a man, just right up, and it was for showing you the effects of cigarette smoke. So in the classroom, he straight up takes like a camel, camel wide, puts it in this dummy's mouth, lights it, and then he sits there and squeezes the chest, and then it shows you how the tar and everything builds up.
Yeah.
But again, in a room full of children, he just lit up a cigarette.
Secondhand smoke everywhere.
Right there. Oh, no, he got by the window. It's okay. He got by the window. But then he's just taking this dummy so we can all see. And then he pulls out the tissue. You see, this is all the tar and the nicotine. I'm pretty sure those were his cigarettes that he was using. They were like, he just took them from his car.
Right out of his front pocket.
Yeah.
Packed them. Why'd you packing them?
Yeah, I remember these things were 25 cents. That's ridiculous. $1.50 on this pack. But yeah, so that sticks with me. I can see it. Funny. I can see the But,
what 90s different, just different.
It's very different.
Things that you did back then. Are they still dissecting things?
I think they are. I think so. I think they're still doing that. Maybe not as much.
They give them a knife to dissect something.
Yeah. Here you go, kids. Let's see. We had a couple more here.
Here's your dead animal. Here's your knife.
Go for it. Go to town. Be careful now. Be careful now. What about this? Drawing a portrait of our teacher. This is from CJ, by the way. Drawing a portrait of our teacher with his crooked eye. He asked me not to draw him, so I exaggerated his eye even more. The portrait is still on the wall to this day.
It's not. Is it? It's still up there? No. So CJ. Yeah. I'm like, you got to draw it that way. That's him.
Wait, so he didn't want it drawn, or he did want it drawn?
So he did. So yeah, I mean, the guy, he had, what's it called when you have the one wall eye or the crooked eye?
Yeah.
And so they were drawing portraits for art class, and he drew that teacher. But the teacher was like, dude, don't draw him, don't make it crooked. Make it. And then he comes home and he's like, Hunter, what should I do? And I'm like,
you gotta draw it, man.
I'm gonna draw it.
And the teacher still has.
I mean, hey, it's
Look, you
can't unrecognizable,
Yeah, like who's that? Move that eye over a little bit more. Wait, so now do you guys still have it, or is it on the wall at the school?
Yeah.
Maybe it was a really good portrait. Maybe he did a very good job. Yeah.
CJ's a good artist. He really is, though.
I think it's fine. I think it's okay. We'll end with one more. Kimberly had a good one. She said Red Rover. That's something that sticks with her to this day from school. Oh, you mean where we let children run at each other at full speed and clothesline one another and just basically beat each other up?
I grew fast. So I was basically an ogre growing up.
Yeah.
And nobody would call my name. They're not going to call the biggest guy to come barreling through their arms. No.
Right.
So I always hated Red Rover. I'm like, come on, just give me one. Nope.
No. Saying everyone was scared of you, Hunter.
Oh, I was a bigger guy. I was like twice the size of everybody. Everybody caught up, but don't call his name.
All right.
Tubby over here just come flying through those.
It's too big. He's too big, man. Watch out now. Watch out.
Can you play that anymore? Probably not.
No, I highly doubt they're playing Red Rover at schools anymore. No way.
We used to play Red Rover, Foursquare.
Dude, dodgeball.
The entire recess got put on the wall for a week. One week because we all grabbed an end of this rope or one end of the rope, and the whole recess was doing tug of war.
Yeah,
get everyone not having it.
I mean,
everybody on the wall for a week.
I remember dodgeball. Like if we were out for blood, man. Like
Yeah.
teacher would say, "Hey, no headshots." That's exactly where we're throwing it. We're
going
throwing
for
it at the, and we're gonna find the smaller ones
I'm gonna hear
first.
something
right?
terrible. This is so bad.
Oh God. Oh
So
God.
at lunch in middle school,
No.
you could go to, after you ate your food, you could go to the gym and play basketball. And so everybody'd be in there. There'd be a bunch of people in there playing basketball, until the bell rang. You had to go back to your class.
Right.
So
right.
there was always a teacher in there, and some people didn't necessarily like this teacher. All right. So she would blow the whistle. Everybody go back to your class. And so everybody figured out it. Everybody just launched the ball at her. She wouldn't know everybody.
Oh my God.
Dude, there was one where everybody in the class. I mean, in 300 when the arrows blot out the sun.
Arrows blotted out.
They did basketballs just came raining in. And I mean,
our teachers don't get paid nearly.
They don't.
Man. No.
We were
because I know now you feel bad. And Hunter, did you throw one of the balls?
I didn't actually. No,
oh, you didn't. I don't believe you.
Because I liked her. I liked her.
So you were one of the ones that didn't rain down hellfire on your teacher.
For once, I was not the problem.
I don't know if I believe you.
I know you like you. It's a boy who cried wolf, but I didn't throw one this time.
You know what? You threw the first one, didn't you? You made direct. You son of a.
Just right in the face.
Take that, Miss Johnson. Just trying to do your job, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, not funny, but it's funny now. Hindsight. Yep. The only thing, I'll end one more, just because now we're talking. You got me on a roll now. Something that sticks with me, and I don't know if you guys did this. We had a cup system. All right. So in elementary school, maybe it was a lot of stuff from elementary school. I'm remembering. Anyway, at lunch, you had a cup. You had a red cup, a yellow cup, and a green cup. Mm-hmm. If you were good, that cup would stay green. Then you got to go out. If you started getting a little rambunctious, yellow cup would come out, and you go, "Okay, guys,
really
back off, because if we get that red cup, we got to be good, and we can't go out to recess until we get that green cup." Oh, dude, there was nothing worse, because you always have one buddy who'd always keep horsing around, and it would stay on red. And then next thing you know, 10 minutes is gone of recess, and you're like,
you only get 15 minutes of recess.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, yep. Red cup, yellow cup, green cup, man. And they would just come by. And the look on their faces when they switched it to yellow, they're like, oh. Anyway.
That's funny.
Back to school.
Yeah. Hey, it's time. Are they going back today? Is that?
I don't know when. I thought they went back after Labor Day, but I'm honestly not sure anymore. So either way. Sorry, kids. Got to go back to school.
We were going through the store the other day, and I could hear some kid over there. Well, we need colored pencils.
Right. We need this.
And then for a moment there, I'm like, damn, dude, there was a time in my life where it was like, that's the supply I needed.
Yep.
I need colored pencils, erasers.
Yep. Get
what a life. Kid, you have no idea what your life is like, right?
I can't wait till I get to hike school.
No.
Stay here. Stay as long as you can. All right. All right. We're going to take a break. More coming up. It's the Plan Me Morning Show. Stick around.
Back to school.
Oh, sorry, Scott. I missed yours. He said, always hearing my high school principal's slogan whenever he came over the PA system.
Oh, yeah.
And I still remember that slogan.
Ours was, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
That's what he said? I don't remember. I don't think I was ever listening.
Great day or not. Choice is yours.
Now, hey, was your principal, I don't want you to dog him if you know him, but was he kind of like trying to be hip and cool? Or no, was he like fire and brimstone?
No, we had a few different principals, actually. But they were all pretty mellow, I would say. Pretty mellow. But we had one, it was Miss Boyle. It was a woman. She was cool, man, but she was one of those where if you made her mad, you don't want to make her mad.
Yeah, right. She's cool, and
it was good.
Yeah.
Which all principals should be, honestly.
Our principals weren't ever bad. We had a really cool vice principal. What happened was, I remember my junior year, we got a new athletic director, and he came in and tried to, make it known, like, hey, this is my way or the highway. And he was a dick. I hope he sees this. And if you remember, all right, he was just, he came in trying to be all,
yeah. I had a few teachers like that.
Yeah.
This is like, you're just being a dick.
You're
just being a dick.
And then you'd have the one teacher that was just like, didn't care what you did. Like, you could start a fire in the back of the classroom, and it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid enough to deal with this. So you guys do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you want. Anyway. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. And shit, it's already 8:12, so we got some more stuff to do. But we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.